Enough talking for today, my lovelies. One of Old Bear's men comes this way.
A crow?
Over there, Erson. Let's be off, quick.
Am I the only one to find those men suspicious?
They make me uneasy too. We should follow them.
You don't want your manhood dropping off in this cold. You want somewhere nice and warm to put it. And I've got just what it needs, right between...
Badly for them. Everyone did warn them as well.
Even so, dead, all of them.
Well, we did.
These rags belong to our prey. They have their smell.
So, we're dealing with wildlings dressed as villagers.
What makes you think you can come into my house? Bugger off.
You can shut your mouth. Did you think to hide from us by burying yourself down this rat hole? Don't play innocent with us.
My friend has some questions for you. I know what he can do, so I suggest you answer them.
Yes, of course. I'm at your service.
People around these parts are seldom mistaken for honest folk. Now, tell me what you're smuggling.
Pray, sir, I am but an honest mule driver. If it weren't for people like me, you wouldn't find a single civilized man around here.
What do you mean, mule driver?
The gift is vast, not many real roads. It's long and difficult to get places. So, when a farmer wishes to sell on his harvest, it's more fitting for him if I make the journey for him with my mules. I take a portion of the goods down to Winterfell to fatten up the stocks. The rest I sell to the stewards of Castle Black. That's how the crows at the wall have something to feast on.
Who are those two suspicious men you were talking to outside?
Patrons, my lord. Free folk from the gift. They rarely leave their godforsaken farms, so they're wild types, but they're not bad folk.
Is that so? They didn't have the look or smell of farmers, and I've a nose for that sort of thing.
To be honest with you, it was their first time in Molestown. I'd never seen them before, but that's hardly worth soiling your britches for, is it? There are some really lonely hovels out there, so you're lucky sometimes if the folk can even speak 3 words of the common tongue.
And you couldn't discuss mules within earshot of a sworn brother, eh? Don't try to fool me. I've got a keener ear than you'd think. You know what I think? Your farmers are wildlings. The ones Halfhand told me about. And you are a smuggling piece of shit that's been arming them with weapons. That makes you a traitor to our order, and thus a traitor to the realm. I should gut you right here and piss on your entrails. But you're lucky. I need you to tell me what you know first. Tell me what I need to know, and maybe I'll spare your life.
You damned crows. You always have to know everything, don't you? I couldn't care a fig for your quarrels with the wildlings. Me, I'm a man of trade. Ask me what you need to know and let's get it over with.
There's something I don't understand. Those savages risk their lives breaking through the wall and making camp in enemy territory. All for a little trade with you? What were you selling that was so important?
Ah, well, many a thing. Food, for one, and clothes in great quantities. You have to admit they stand out a bit with their animal skins. But, and you'll like this, they also wanted rope. They wanted it by the yard, along with picks and huge baskets.
The Heart of Fire? Why rope?
To climb the wall.
They wanted to return home, you see. I didn't see the harm in helping them.
And what if they were preparing to attack? Fool. They could bring over more warriors, more raiders, and you were helping them. I'll stop them before they can. Where are you to deliver the rope?
There's a trap door that lets you get through from the Molestown tunnels to the surrounding woods. The wildlings were to be watching for me and meeting me there.
I think we are finished here. What do you intend on doing with him, Moors?
I'll let you live, wretch. But remember who protects you next time. This trade is not to take place, do you understand?
No, never fear. It's too risky now. If those wildlings ever knew I talked to the Night's Watch, they'd fillet me there and then.
Let's be going, Alistair. We still need to find these wildlings.
Thistle, look at the dog. Isn't it that crows we saw earlier?
Do you remember what they say about the butcher? The old crow is never without his dog. He's a warg, Arson. He'll be here in person any time now.
A skin changer? Impossible. The Neelers know nothing of the old ways.
Arson, here! It's the one they call the butcher. He'll track us no more.
Say what you will, savage. I come to serve you as an offering to your white gods.
Thistle, run! Warn Sir Brack!
He's a warg, idiot. He can follow me anywhere.
We'll hold him back. Go now.
There's one thing I admire about your kind, lad. You know how to die with dignity. It's over here. The girl was running as if the others were on her tail. She didn't even try to cover her tracks.
Do you know where she's going?
Aye, it's the path that leads to Icemark. Those whoresons have gone back to the scene of their crimes. We must make haste. I don't know what the wildling wench is planning, but I'd rather she didn't get too far ahead of us.
As you wish. We're freezing in these woods anyway.
My brother is fighting the butcher all on his own. You have to go back. You have to help him.
No, he should have run like you did, woman. Arson has more courage than sense. Besides, he's probably dead by now. Look who comes.
No! Arson!
Butcher! I am the Magnar Sabrak. You are not welcome here. You bring death, like all the Crow brothers. The free folk say you roam the night with your dog, and that you know the ways of wargs. A strange rumor, it seems to me. But perhaps you're not quite as witless as your black cloak would have us believe. Maybe we could come to some sort of an agreement.
It's the first time I've heard the likes of you speak of agreement. You must really be desperate, Magnar.
Just saving my kind, Butcher. A few days hence we'll be gone, and you'll hear no more of us. No point spilling blood for so little. All we want is to live in peace, south of the wall. We'll go far from the Crows, far from your fortress. We'll disappear from sight. Is that not enough for you?
So you can plunder and rape at your pleasure in the south? Do you take me for a fool?
Rape? We have our own women, Crow. They're hot, spirited, and they bear us strong sons. As for plundering, that won't be necessary. The forest is vast enough and will feed us plenty on this side of the wall as it did on the other. Believe me, we come here in peace.
Your place is beyond the wall. You could have all the peace you wanted over there.
No, winter won't be long coming now. There's no peace to be made with the White Walkers.
White Walkers? What is he talking about?
The others. He speaks of the others.
We must take care of our families, Crow. Your wall will protect our women and children from the White Death.
I am the shield that guards the realms of men.
What?
They are the vows I took with my order. The duty of the Night's Watch is to protect men from the horrors that lie beyond the wall, whatever their origins.
And where would you put the wildlings in all this? With the men? Or with the horrors?
I do not know. A little of both, I suppose.
I am but a stranger here, but they seem human enough to me.
I know what it means to lose a family. I cannot blame you for wanting to protect them. Your people can leave, Magnar Sabrak, and tell your warriors they owe their lives to the tears of your womenfolk. And no more raids. You will only know peace if the Night's Watch are unaware of your presence. The first I hear of a burning farm, I will come personally to cut off your head. Do you understand?
There are always some reckless ones, but I'll explain. Thank you, Butcher. Come join me up there by the fires. We can speak freely there. You know the way, I believe.
Agreed. I'll come.
Curse you, butcher!
Well, I must be the first Magnar of the Free Folk to speak with you without an axe in my hand, Butcher.
Not the first, but it is rare enough that you can boast of it when you return beyond the wall.
I don't think I'll be returning back there, Crow. Not before the end of winter in any case, and this winter will be long. Very long. Even if the other crows don't catch us, my years will come to an end long before the winter does.
Will you not go back there because of the others? Have you seen them?
Those who see them die. Who've seen their tracks heard rumors of clans destroyed. A terror descends from the north and is breaking through the haunted forest. Mance Rayder thinks we can resist if we join our clans together, but I'm not so sure. We preferred to flee. My folk will shelter until the storm has passed.
And how long will that take? Do you think the others will disappear before the end of winter?
The White Walkers are Winter Crow. Generations ago, their coming meant the long night, and their departure marked the end. If they don't go, this world will never know another spring.
The winter will come to an end, Magna. The Lord of Light will rekindle the sun's fire over and over again until the sun is forevermore. He promised us that.
It's a nice dream, but your lord has never been north of the wall. Where we are, the nights are getting colder and colder.
I've heard enough of your tales, Magna Sabrak. I'll make sure they're heard by my people, but I doubt anyone will believe them. No one has seen a White Walker for thousands of years.
The crows can believe what they want. We know what will happen once they're here. I wanted to give you these, Butcher. These bracelets have been with the dreams of our skin changers for generations. Maybe they will help you remember that not all of what comes from the free folk is bad.
I appreciate this gift, Magna. I'll take good care of it.
Damn wildlings.
Moors. Finally. So how was the hunt for wildlings?
I let them go.
Go? What do you mean? They went back beyond the wall? Such kindness is not like you, Butcher.
Not beyond the wall. I told them to go deeper into the gift and to stay away from inhabited areas. They won't cause us any trouble.
How can you say that, Moors? They're wildlings. Each time they bring their men this way, villages go up in flames and herds are massacred. You just broke your vows. You betrayed the Watch. I never thought I would live to see this day.
Be quiet and listen, Quarren. They were not looters. They came with their wives and children. They were not looking to fight. All they wanted was to find shelter by the wall to live through the winter. You should have seen them. They stank of fear.
Fear? What do they fear that could have driven them so hard?
The others. From what they say, their whole tribe fled their territory to escape from the White Walkers.
We haven't seen the others at the wall or beyond for thousands of years. At any other time, I would have told you these were tales to deceive you. But now, this is not the first time I've heard mention of the White Walkers. One of our boys declared he saw them when he was last out ranging. I've heard a few rumors since being at the wall, but these ones keep coming back. Something evil is crawling upon the horizon. I can feel it, even in my missing fingers. I'll bring it up with the old bear when I get a chance. I would avoid telling him about what you have done. I would like to believe you, Moors, but we are the Night's Watch. We may never relax our vigil. Anyway, thanks for your help. I knew that your tracking talents would make a difference.
Very well. Is everything ready? There's no going back.
All is ready.
This is where it will all be settled, my friend.
I know. Sharpen your blade, for blood will be shed. Valar, cursed be your name, and all that you stand for. You took the lives of Serena and Tyr, and now Jane, I swear by the Seven that you will pay for this. My death will be but a small price to pay. If I must fall, I will not fall alone. I will destroy anyone who is a danger to the child, whomever he may be. For the child, for Jane, but he cannot stay with me. I know only war and bloodshed. All I can do is kill those who threaten his life. Make sure he grows up in safety.
It is time to meet your fate, Valar. My sister's blood will be avenged. Riverspring will never fall to you. I will not allow your bloodseekers to oppress my people any longer, nor shall you sully the name of Sarwick again. You will now feel the wrath of the Red God. I will kill you before the Queen grants you my titles and lands. And with the King dead, the Queen won't grant an audience until everything is once again under control. I can trick him, but the child? Valar thinks he is no longer a problem. If all goes badly, I could offer the child to the Queen. And then, I don't want to even think about it. I must finish Valar, and to do that, I need Mors.
On the eve of the day which will seal their destinies, our heroes are faced with a moral dilemma, as in the past. Two men, two brothers in arms, united by a shared desire for vengeance, but separated by different goals. Two heroes, two destinies, of which only one can be realized. Which destiny will you choose? And so, the story will be written in the name of a man who lost everything rather than abandon his beliefs.